Welcome to this week's edition of the Fordham Ram Roundup as we continue with the men's soccer team on their NCAA run, now in the Elite Eight and facing North Carolina this Saturday. We're here with head coach Jim McElderry. Jim, it was a wild roller coaster of a game in the round of 16, and now you're on to North Carolina. How do you put into words a game like the Duke game, just the ups and downs, the comebacks, the PK shootout, and everything?
Yeah, I don't think anything surprises me anymore with this group. We seem to like to go down a goal and then try to chase the game a little bit, but just so proud of the group. I thought the first half we were just a little bit too, passive maybe in the game and just gave them a lot more respect than maybe we should have. But the second half, I thought we came out, played really well, and scored a great goal. And then we conceded a goal, which was tough to take. But I think we moved on pretty quickly from that and just kept fighting till the end and catch a break on the goal with a couple of minutes to go. And then really fight in the overtime, had a couple of chances in the overtime, and then you get to penalties and let the players take over from there.
There were so many unsung heroes in that game. Matt Miller coming up big in the PK shootout. Bart coming back from injury. What does it say of the resiliency of this team to have that mentality to come back and never give up until that final horn goes?
Yeah, I think there's just so many guys stepping up, guys coming off injury, playing through injury, fighting through all types of stuff to give ourselves a chance to win. And then, as you said, the kind of obvious ones of guys stepping up and putting their hand up and saying, I'll take a penalty, and not having any fear, which I'm really happy that that's how they feel, as they should feel. So I couldn't be happier for them, and it was just a great moment for a lot of our players. Their families were at the game. We had a great crowd down at the game at Duke, and playing against a team that I think is excellent and really well coached. So to get away, to get out of there with a win and to move on to the last 8 in the NCAA tournament is really special for us here.
You guys move on to play North Carolina. They're the number 3 seed in the tournament. Just got announced yesterday. They've got 2 Mac Herman Award semifinalists on their team in Lindley and Wynn. They've got a lot of talent. What have you seen, scouting them, and what are you telling your team heading into Saturday's game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the most talented team we've played all year in terms of just everybody at every position. Is talented, can play well, bring something to the game. So I think it's going to be a massive challenge for us. They're obviously the favorite, and they've had success in this tournament. I think they've been to the Final 8 and 9 in the last 10 years or something to that effect. And but listen, we're about our 2017 team. We've showed we can play against top teams in the country. We can win games away from home. So we're just thinking about getting prepared, getting rested up, trying to heal up, get down there, travel well, and really try to come up with the mentality needed to fight through tough moments, which there will be in the game, whether we go down a goal or whatever it may be. I'm just happy that I'm going down there with the team I have. They're a lot of fun to be around, and they also know when the lights come on that they really have to compete and fight and scrap and also play good soccer to win the game. So I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to play against a top team and, again, show people that we've got top players here too.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Jim, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Scott.
Here with our player interview with junior Matt Miller. Matt, what a game the last game was against Duke. Roller coaster ride. You guys come back twice for the second time in this tournament to eventually win the game. What was it like playing in that type of contest?
It was a great experience, I think, for the whole team, just to get that feeling away again at another ACC school and just playing and getting a feel for the game. We got to string some passes around. It was just a great experience being in that environment, in a Sweet 16 environment, to go into the Elite 8.
This team has had a lot of comebacks, a lot of second-half goals. Your 24 out of 32 goals this season have become in the second half or later. What is it about the adjustments you guys make at halftime that you've been so successful in the second half?
I think we just never give up, and no matter how the game's going, we always play our game. And if we go down a goal, that's not going to faze us. We're going to keep playing and do what we do, and that's what I think that's what shows about our team and why we've been having so much success lately.
I got to talk to you about the penalty kick shootout because it goes 10 shooters. You're one of the second 5 shooters you convert. What's going through your minds as you were, I believe, the first one up in shooter number 6 after that first 5, that it's on you, that it's sudden death pretty much the rest of the way out.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, we just knew that, that you had to convert, and then but we had a feeling of confidence. We had Shido in net, so going first helped because then, if you miss, you had Shido to back you up. But that was a great experience. I've never had a PK shootout go that long, but everyone enjoyed it. The vibes on the team were great. Everybody was just buzzing.
You guys play your third straight ACC opponent in North Carolina, the number 3 seed in this tournament. What do you take from those first 2 games against those ACC opponents with Virginia and Duke, and playing on the road heading into this contest?
I think it's just confidence that we can play with these teams and we can compete with them and we can outplay them at times. And if we buckle down and do what we need to do, then we can get the win, just like any other ACC, any other team now too.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, man, and best of luck on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
That'll do it for this week's edition of the Fordham Ram Roundup. Special thanks to head coach Jim McElderry and Matt Miller for joining us. Fordham men's soccer in the Final 8 against North Carolina on Saturday, December the 2nd, 6 p.m. start. You can watch that game on ESPN3.com and the Watch ESPN app. Also, live stats available on NCAA.com. And as always, you can follow all the updates on @FordhamSoccer on Twitter to get all the latest on the men's soccer team as they head down to North Carolina. For the Fordham Ram Roundup, I'm Scott Kwiatkowski, and we'll see you next time.